Hey, it's Jabbo. Welcome to BrickTsar. If you don't like videos that have a frame change every 1.5 seconds, then good news. You'll have to find a different reason to dislike this video. So this is the ANWB Breakdown Assistance set from 1982. This thing was only released in the Netherlands. And apparently the ANWB people are everywhere, at least according to this set. So we're going to get into some close-ups of this. This is something that I've been piecing together for the last couple of years or more, and I was helped. I made a purchase that got a lot of the sticker parts, and I have all the stickers except for one. And the sad thing is, I could have, some of the hauls I've done recently, I found sellers that have that sticker piece that I need for like 40 cents, and it's people I've already bought from, and I'm like, oh, if I just had added that when I got those other orders. So I'm going to buy the one sticker piece that I missed, because the thing has a ton of stickers. For 1982, you think the minifigure was only out for 4 years when this came out. So we got the set built. We have a scene. Maniac for Bricks was not injured in the making of this video. BrickTsar is not included. So let's show you the close-ups of set 1590 ANWB Breakdown Assistance. I don't know what ANWB stands for, but it just sounds like A&W root beer to me. So these are some extra pieces I had left over, some sticker pieces where I had bought extras. That's a sticker over assembly. I bought a flag, but I ended up having the sticker piece on the flag, and those are just extras. I really love these old town sets like this. This one has a lot of phones. There are 3 phones, apparently. There's 2 emergency phones right there. And then there's this pay phone. Get out of there, BrickTsar. It's the bat phone. It's inside this pay phone area. I think this Wagenwacht is the A&W headquarters. There's one of the, I think they look like policemen, but they're the A&W, because there's no police logos. Those torsos with the 6 buttons and the 2 pockets, they're only in a handful of sets. They're a little bit harder to find, and there's 3 of those guys just like him. There's one driving this ANWB truck, and there's another one in that ANWB truck, and then there's Maniac for Bricks in here. But this, I don't know if this is a repair shop. This is a chair that's kind of on a hinge plate. I don't know if that's for lifting cars up. I think that's what it's for. You take the car in there and you lift it up. There's a wrench there. We got a tree. We got a flower. We got the flag there. That's the other side of the phone. And that's the sticker I was missing, is the phone. I'm missing one of the phone stickers for one of these emergency phones. I'm assuming that's what it is, an emergency phone. And then you got printing on these windows. So I got all of these stickers. I mean, telephone. You got all of those stickers, and there's stickers all over the place. Like this truck, that Alarm Central on that truck. That's, oh, there's a misapplied sticker there. And there's just so many little tiny stickers on. Wait, am I missing one? No, it's at all those. Yeah, Alarm Central. So that's the truck, and then he's got stickers. Now the car doesn't have a sticker. It also doesn't have an engine. Yeah, that's the hood up. Where'd the engine go? Some more flowers there, and then of course the fruit tree back there. So let's tell the story of what exactly is going on in this reenactment. So the driver of this red car, we'll call him, names have been changed to protect the innocent, we'll call him Joey. He's left the parking brake off, and it was at this intersection here where he was parked. It's for the purposes of the set, we don't have the hill that it came from, but he rolled down the hill. He tried to stop the car, right? And he got the door open but couldn't get in, and the door was open and it drug him down the hill till he ended up finally crashing into the A&W breakdown Chief's car. His Wagenwacht got Wagenwacht. Maybe that's what that means, Wagenwacht. He got Wagenwacht by Joey's car as he came flying down and crashed into him, and it sent him barreling into this emergency phone. So he's unable to get out of his car because he's trapped. He's pinned in there. Joey's a little stunned, so he's still laying on the ground. And I ran over to this phone to call emergency services, which were over there. Now, the guy driving this, he would have been there sooner, but there was an accident right in front of his shop. So he's busy. He was over there looking at the accident, and he's like, oh, wait, I got to go there. So he's coming out to get him. So I'm not sure why the phones are like 10 feet away. Yeah, instead of using the emergency phone, which would have directly dialed into him, of course, he doesn't have a phone over there to answer. I went over and I dialed 999, or was it? What is it you dial in the Netherlands? It's, is it 999? Or is it something else? Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I ran over there. And so the help is on the way. He's got his little hazard things that he can set out in the road. He's got this little ramp where he can actually tow the car back to the shop to get worked on. So yeah, not a lot in a 225 piece set, but okay, now I'm going to be serious for a moment. I love the charm of these 4-wide vehicles from this era that you can actually put a minifigure in. I mean, it's not the most luxurious cars, but it's pretty cool to me. They got opening doors. The minifigures do fit inside them. So that's pretty cool. And I love that you get 2 base plates. Of course, there's no straight section. It's just the curve and the intersection, the T intersection. In the builds of obviously from the town era, they didn't put a lot of detail into it. I hope it doesn't rain. The phone booth is actually protect you from the weather better than the shop. But anyway, so let's talk about things that are a little more unusual to find. One of the most expensive parts, or 2 of the most expensive parts, are these sets of hinges that have the fingers on the outside and the single finger in the middle. They only put these in a few sets in a few colors, and then they discontinued it for the 2 and 3 finger connection, which I think is a little better connection. This does separate pretty easy, which is I think is why they discontinued this element. But that is one of the most expensive pieces outside of the base plates in this set. Those sets of hinges there. And the instructions show the build rearranged in a little different way. I think it's basically, yeah, they put some of the parts in a different place, but yeah, so that's the playability of the sets. Now, when I was building it, so you start with the curved plate, and I was lining everything up, and then when I got to the step for this, I noticed that the studs didn't add up. And the reason was, when I got my base plates, and some of you might have seen this in some of the old videos where I was acquiring the parts for this set, I got these. And they are clearly different base plates when you put them side by side, because you see these got this white line. So the road is actually a little wider. It's got a bike lane. I think that's what these are, is bike lanes. The old roads do not. This, I think the T intersection was only in 8 sets, so it's a little more rare. I mean, the pattern's the same. It's just this is wider and this is a little wider, so it doesn't, the studs don't line up. You see, if I put them like side by side, see that? And the same with this. Turn this around, boom. So yeah, the green line lines up, but it doesn't have the bike lane. So I made that mistake, and I'm sure this is a common mistake. And I was glad I was able to go back in my collection and find the correct ones, because this is one of those parts that if I was trying to buy that, it's very possible that somebody could incorrectly list this as that and make the same mistake that I made. So this is one of those situations where I had an item favorited on eBay that had a whole bunch of these plates that were the right ones. And sometimes I prefer, when I need a specific part, I either need to message the person and ask, and sometimes they don't reply on Bricklink, or go to eBay when they have a picture of it, the actual picture. And so that's what I did. And so, yeah, 1982, that's the instruction manual. This other side has the cars and the truck and then the alternate builds right there. I do not have the box. Yeah, that was a fun set to build and try to get all the parts to. And again, I will be placing an order to get the one telephone piece that I am missing. And yeah, so I said the hinges are expensive. It might be expensive to try to get all the correct stickers. The ones for the truck, that I think that actually may be harder to get. And then the sticker sheet would definitely be worth the most of anything in this. These plates, the base plates, even though they're not in a lot of sets, you can actually get these sometimes cheaper than what you can get the most recent version of this when they had the dark gray. Those were very expensive. They were like $8 a piece, and you can still find these sometimes for less than $8 each. So especially the curve. Curve's more abundant than the T intersection. But yeah, is that enough for me talking about this? And I did it all without changing the frame or the scene every 1.5 seconds. We were able to get through it, and I was able to ramble. Because I know some people also don't like it when I ramble. So that's why I tend to ramble more. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I know a lot of people have been asking for me to finally do the video about this. It was very fun. And this, and for those that may have found this video and don't normally watch me, I collect vintage Lego, and one of the things that I discovered I'm not going to do it, a long time ago, was you can buy individual sets, and I still do that, but sometimes it's fun to do the journey of building a set by acquiring the pieces for it. And it's a little easier to do with some vintage sets because they reused a lot of the sets in other pieces in other sets, so you can acquire like nothing. Yeah, I don't think as far as parts there's nothing that's exclusive to the set. The only thing that would be exclusive, as is typical with rare or limited production sets, is the box, which I don't have, the instruction manual, and the sticker sheet. Those are things that a lot of times in these older sets are the exclusives, because a lot of the 80s town sets, there are some that are very expensive. Some even little small trucks that are branded to different companies that were either in Denmark or Europe. And those tend to be, to get one, it'd be like just a little vehicle the size of this would be like $300 because it has a Dannon sticker on the side of it. But all the parts are common parts, just that sticker. You need that sticker. Another thing I discovered is the 1500 range on Lego numbers tends to be a lot of special sets like this. Well, I guess I've rambled enough. I'm going to go, and I'll be back again with another Lego, probably talking about something vintage and old that's not necessarily me. See ya.